This is a recent acquisition. It's a Singer 24 chain stitch machine, and these were manufactured in a large number of different versions, each version designed for a particular job, usually one which was intricate enough that a large industrial machine wouldn't have been able to manage it. Despite their small size, they are industrial machines, though Singer did classify some of the versions as domestic. In the main, the industrials were treadle operated and the domestics were hand cranked or electric. However, there were 2 or 3 versions, the domestic ones, which were treadle operated, and they were housed in a standard domestic foldaway table or a small cabinet. All versions were painted black, and there appear to have been 4 types of decoration. The most colourful had flowers around the base, here, up the pillar and across the arm. And the other types of decoration were more simple scrolls or Celtic knots on the arm here, and down the pillar here. The simplest of all had no decoration at all, just the name Singer along the arm. The cloth plates were also different from version to version. Some were full plates like this one, and others had only a small plate about this sort of size. And the small plates were either plain black with decoration round the outside edges, or nickel plated. These full-size ones were all black. Some versions of the machine were manual thread tensioners like this one, and some were automatic tensioners, and yet more versions came with either manual or automatic, whichever you preferred. All the domestic versions had thread reel holders on the machine, but most of the industrials were used with off-machine reel holders. Just a few of industrial versions, however, had on-machine reel holders, and this one is one of those. The reel holder was fitted here. It should have a thread reel holder, which is long gone, of course. And this example is a 24/30/33. Don't know whether we can see that there. It should also have a stitch length indicator here, but that too is missing. The previous owner had used it with an off-machine thread supply, and this was used to guide the thread onto the machine. We've got a pigtail thread guide there, a wood screw, and a plug. The plug was in that hole there, which is supposed to be a threaded hole for the reel holder, and then the screw was through there and into the plug. Bit Heath Robinson. The machine had been mounted on a piece of chipboard together with an electric motor, which is the way the previous owner had been using it. When I first saw that this machine was painted in a sort of drab green, I thought perhaps it was a custom paint, maybe for a military establishment or something like that. However, I now believe that the repaint was just to hide the chipped original paint below. As a first move, I shall try removing a small area of green paint, probably here, or maybe along the arm there, just to see if there's any original decoration still remaining. In the light of that experiment, I shall have to decide just how much work is required on the body to get it looking a bit like it was previously. A short test revealed that the machine stitches really well, so there's no mechanical work going to be required, but I shall need to manufacture a thread reel holder and also a stitch length indicator. Also the badge is missing, but I managed to find somebody who was breaking machines that could supply me with a badge, so we're all right there. And the illustration that follows shows what I have to aim for. As regards motive power, I've been able to find out what the industrial treadle looked like, so I've assumed that it would not have been too different from the domestic treble, and I have obtained a fairly plain domestic fold-away treadle to use. When used in this way, the machines were mounted on a cast iron adapter plate, and I intend to try and make one from an aluminium sheet. We shall see how I get on with that. I hope it will look something like this when it's finished. So there's the task I've set myself. If you are a 24-33 owner and you can offer any advice, it will be gratefully received, as I have no experience of this type of machine apart from what I have discovered online. I shall publish another video of the finished item in due course. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching.